And give himself the first rubber in this Group C. 2 at double 18. No mistake. 3-1 Petersen. He's a leg away now.
So Devon in 49 for the match.
Double 16 to get the job done. And Petersen's on the board. He seals the first win of Group C by getting the better of Richard Rolland by 4 legs to 2. In the end, the average just under 85. It feels like there's more to his performances than that. 4th and 7 on the doubles will impress him. For Richard Rolland, he never quite got over that first leg loss, did he really? Coming up after the break, Brandon Weston against Michel van der Horst. It's our second game of the afternoon.
Horse, but it will all be forgotten if he hits this double 2. And that is a great dart. He looked like he'd actually blocked it. Everything's against him. 96 left. It's a good miss. And that's a good hit.
Brandon Weston.
Tidy. 111 from Brandon.
Trees have swung one way or another, but it's felt like he's been the main man in this match, Michel. But he cannot find the match-winning dart yet.
And then you require 54.
And Weston tidied the 56 up earlier. Is he going to tidy the 54 this time? 34. Not to be. Deflected off the flight.
You require 9.
And so, double 4 would get the job done for van der Horst. Can he clip it off the barrel? No, is the answer.
He tried.
Brandon, you
it wasn't for the lack of trying.
And so Weston comes back for double 10. That's a nice guy. Shuffles across. Fires at the other side. Double 5.
10.
It's getting tetchy. It's getting nervy out there.
8.
Nobody can cross the finishing line as of yet. And still van der Horst cannot
6.
cross that checkered flag.
10.
The man in the checkered flag, in the checkered shirt, may be waving the right flag now.
No score. Michel, you require 2.
Both players have passed up a multitude of opportunities in this last leg.
Score.
And
Brandon,
now we head to the point,
10.
if they scamper around any longer, on for record leg territory. 36 is the record.
8.
And we could be heading there.
Michel, you require
Both
2.
players are on the madhouse to win the match. We've all been there before. We've all been here before.
Brandon, you require 2. Game shot.
In it goes, and eventually Brandon Weston gets over the line. It was a 31 dart holder throw in the last leg, but Brandon won't care because he's over the line. He wins 4-3. Bikini and Raman is coming up next. Man returns wanting double 18. It was the double Richie won the England Open on 3 years ago. And it's a double that wins him this particular match in 13 darts. A 4-0 success for Brian Raman, who may have just set the standard as far as this Group C is concerned. A little bit of a celebration, a little bit of a G-up, but he knows there's a lot more work to do. A 4-0 win for the Whittler. Coming up after the break, Petersen up against Weston.
He's one of those that does love the big stage, doesn't he?
Game shot on a second
That's
leg.
a nice ton check out.
Devon, you require 116.
This is for back-to-back ton toppers and a 3-0 lead. Tops for Petersen. 3-0, and this is a really good performance so far, averaging a shade under 96, 2 ton plus checkouts, 3 from 4 on his doubles. Data potentially to see the game through, and Petersen is setting the standard alight. It's been a delightful performance from Devon. And he gets the W with a 15 dart leg and a 4-0 win against Brandon Weston. A nice little embrace between the pair. Brandon, who's made a lot of friends so far today. He's got a win, but that's a heavy defeat for him. Devon, a 4-0 winner, average of 96.97. Those 2 ton plus checkouts in the middle of the match, helping him en route to a comprehensive win. Coming up next, Raman and Rolland.
100.
Doesn't, and so Rolland's got all the time he wants to dish this leg up and force Raman to serve it out. Two 8s. It's been the one area of Richard's game which he will know that he's just got to mop up a little bit on, but he brings it back to a last leg decider. Roman has the darts in leg 7.
Yeah, good count for myself. I thought he left 78 there, not 76, so apologies for that. But he gets one dart now to take this game.
He only needs the one. And Rolland beats Roman by 4 legs to 3. He gets his first win here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Brian, who had taken a march in the match, but he couldn't see it off. That the tale of the tape from that particular encounter. Michelle van der Horst and Sean McKinney follows after this short break. And so Van der Horst to complete what's been quite a regularity this week, sub 10-minute matches, 97. Tops. Superb for Michelle van der Horst. An average in excess of 90, 4 from 6 on the doubles. He has put 20 points on his average following that opening defeat to Brandon Weston straight down the stage, and it's full focus for the Dutchman. He beats McKinney by 4 legs to 1. Coming up after the break, it's going to be the first game of the round 3 of our day as Devon Petersen takes on Brian Roman.
Devon, you require 75.
And his target today and his game that he would have really wanted to make sure that he won today is this game. So give himself opportunities.
Game shot on a second
and he continues to give himself opportunities. And you can see by the look on Ramon's face there.
Well, that's the frustration of Roman. A man who knows that Petersen's going to come back. He should have 2 darts at double 8 or double a choosing to get the job done.
25.
It's been another good performance from the South African. But he's missed a big number. It's only going to be 1. A double 4. It goes inside. Roman is reprieved.
And you can see of all the good work that Devon has done, it could all be undone here by Ramon. Too accurate, but he's let Ramon have a chance. And when you get back into these games like Ramon has, Roman just has played it 1 leg at a time. He hasn't looked at... Should go treble 18 here.
108.
But no, just pressures the shot, leaving himself double 17.
Double 6. He won the last leg on that double. You can see the puncher mark, but it goes inside, and that may well be the last dart he throws. Petersen hit the max with the last throw to pile the pressure on Roman. It may have paid dividends, but now he has to take out the double 17, which he does so. First time of asking. It's a 13 dart leg, and it's a hat-trick of wins for Devon Petersen to kick-start his Thursday here at the Super Series. And it is a South African who is in prime position to make it through to finals night. He beats Roman by 4 legs to 2. Coming up after the break, Brandon Weston up against Sean McKinney.
Quite impressed with what I'm seeing. He's definitely growing into this group, and there's his first 180 of the group.
He's solid, and I think that's one of the best compliments you can pay a player.
60. Sean, you require 102.
It looks like he's just going to give you that level, and if you go above that level, you might get him. But if you go under it, his consistency will
62
will get you. He looks a solid performer.
Wow. I think that sums his day up so far.
Sean, you require
well, McKinney
40.
to get himself on the board. Tops for 4-0 success and his first win of the day. Double 10. It's found, and it's a 4-0 win for Sean McKinney. He beats Brandon Weston by 4 legs to 0. Coming up after the break, Rolland against Van der Horst. 64.
And I just think 60 is an easier shot. No, he's only going to get 1 dart. And it's for the match.
32.
Van der Horst was nodding his head, thinking it was gone.
Require 16.
As Kenneth Willemstone would say, they think it's all over. It could be now. because Rollands comes back for 32
Richard, you require 32.
to get over the line and still a 4-1 success. 2 8s. It's found for Richard Rollands to get the W. He beats Michel van der Horst by 4 legs to 1. A good contest. The average is brought down because of a couple of missed doubles at the end. Michel 1 from 11 on the outer ring. He really is struggling at the end of legs. As for Rollands, well, nay bother for him. A 4-1 victory against van der Horst. Roman and Weston follows on the Super Series front.
Brian,
It would have been a moment too much for Brian.
Should we call Brian Roman the John McEnroe of the darting world?
You cannot be serious. Okay, treble 16. Leads double 13.
65. Brandon, you require
And the frustration
60.
may have reached boiling point for Brian. Brandon back for Tots with a 4-0 win. This would be an incredible scoreline, an incredible result. And it would have been an
50.
incredible scalp.
Brian, you
But it's
require
13 lucky for Roman.
Game shot on a 4 flag. Brian Roman.
I reckon we can turn the mics off because I think Brian's doing all the commentary for us right now. And
Brian,
he
you
has put
require
pressure
20.
on if this double 10 doesn't go. That nudges the wire. That goes the other side. Double 5 dips
15.
below. And so Brandon Weston here
Brandon, you require
should get another
72.
dart at a double to beat the former WDF World #1 Brian Roman. He's going to get 2. A double 12 for a
Game shot on the
4-1
match,
win
Brandon
against the
Weston.
brilliant Belgian, the former WDF World #1. And Brandon Weston wins by 4 legs to 1. It's a big scalp, a big win. Roman not happy as he departs the stage. A performance below the level we've come to expect of him. But for Brandon Weston, he could take that scalp. He could take that W to his name. It makes it 2 wins from 4 for him. Coming up after the break, Michel van der Horst against Devon Petersen.
Really is astounding. 4 from 6 in his last game, and now he's just 1 from 8 in this one.
Game shot on a 3rd leg.
Petersen
Devon
makes him
Petersen.
pay, and you can see Petersen as he walked to the board. It was a bit of a ooh from himself
flag.
because he
It's Devon
surprised
to throw
himself
first.
there.
Hims it in
Devon,
this.
you require 125.
Yeah, just a couple of mil away, width of a wire. He gave it a good go, didn't he?
Oh, how this would hurt. Oh, how
shot
that
on the
will
full
hurt
flag,
van der Horst.
Devon Petersen.
Petersen with the 1-2-5 to move 3-1 in front.
Michel, you require 136.
Double 8.
shot on
Oh,
a
well,
fifth
that's
flag,
one way to
Michel
hit
van der
back.
Horst.
Come on, lads, calm down. You're going to wear me pink highlighter out here.
But
You
just
require
couldn't find the
89.
target. It may just be a dart at the bull here for van der Horst to save the match and to take us to a decider. But he's going to get 2 at double 16.
And he'll get it too, surely.
73.
No is the answer.
Devon, you
And so
require
Petersen will come
32.
back for 3 more. He's already had a plethora of chances to see this game through. And this time,
And
he
the
takes
match,
the opportunity.
Devon Petersen.
It's 4 wins on 4, and it is the African warrior that's in prime position as far as Group C is concerned. 8 points from his day. He does serve an 84.93 average, a 1-2-5 checkout. In PT Michel van der Horst by 4 legs to 2. Coming up after the break, Sean McKinney up against Richard Rollands.
Now, McKinney needs 140 minimum requirement here or in that region. And it's not going to happen.
58. Richard, you
So
require
for the match,
42.
Rollands wants 42 to seal a 4-2 victory. It's double 16. It's a
Game shot
4-2
and the
success
match,
for Richard Rollands as he gets the better of Sean McKinney. He'll take the points. An 81.66 average in the end. Wasn't quite a vintage performance, but it's a win nonetheless. And that's all he'll care about. moves him on to 6 points after 4 games. That is 4 rounds down. Van der Horst and Verman will kickstart the final leg after this.
I'm actually the one that's doing it, so I'm the only one that can stop
third
it.
leg, Michel van der Horst.
Has he got any answer to stopping Van der Horst here? He's moved 3-0 in front. Self
Brian,
up
you
for
require
tops.
116.
If this does not go, so he got a portion to the right-hand side to aim at. Yes, double 18. Michel expected it to go. It goes inside.
Michel, you
And now
require
Van der
40.
Horst returns to tops for the match.
Game
And
shot
gets
and the
it.
match,
And
Michel
wins
van der
4-1
Horst.
against Brian Roman, for who today could not have got much worse, really, if the truth be told. He'll be really disappointed about the way things went. For Van der Horst, missed a lot of opportunities, apart from in that match. 4 points, puts himself in the picture. Next up, Richard Rolland's Brandon Weston.
Richard, you require 112.
You know, after that attitude, I've seen you on the little telly box, have I? Well, I'm going to try and give you a bit of this. And play as that underdog.
Rolland's looking for the 112. And he is going to go about it by trying to hit double 16. He
Game
does
shot
hit the
on
double
second leg,
16.
Richard
And
Rolland.
Wolans breaks back. A showbiz way to
164.
get the job done. Another one of them. Bullseye. Oh, it wasn't too far
139.
away.
Richard, you require 20.
However, that's fired a warning to Richard. And Brandon's fancying himself in the background. He's fancying himself for the match.
No score. Brandon, you require 25.
Would have been some way to win it, mind you. But he can got an easier way to win it now.
And in it
Shot
goes.
and the
And
match,
Brandon Weston
Weston.
has picked up 3 wins from his first day. We know that he can play much better, but the Magic Man has got the points on the boards. And he'll be pleased with that. He's put himself in contention. He's put himself in the mix. Going into the last day's play, he has beaten Richard Wolans by 4 legs to 2. Coming up next, Devon Petersen, Sean McKinney.
Opportunity knocks again for Devon. He's done this once today in 2 darts. Crucial moment.
Game shot on the
And a
fifth leg,
crucial
Devon
dart.
Petersen.
Never watch it to the floor because it does your concentration.
108.
Maxi for Dev. He's now en route. He's now en route to a 4-2 win. We should see him complete the card at the end of the first
60.
day's play. And he would put
140.
Petersen in such a good position going into tomorrow. The perfect position going into tomorrow. He'd have a 4-point lead at the top of the table
Devon
overnight if he could
requires
pin this 61. Double 16.
29.
McKinney can only just try and hit and try and apply as much pressure as he possibly can, because
140.
Petersen now steps back
Devon, you
for
require 32.
32.
Game
Petersen
shot and the
is the man
match,
who
Devon
cannot be
Petersen.
moved in Group C. 5 wins from 5. It was perfect for Petersen. He completes the card on day 1 with a 4-2 win against Sean McKinney, doing so with an 88.99 average. 4 from 8 on the doubles. And we're going to hear from Devon. Myself and Scott will be chatting to him on the other side of this short break. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where we're joined alongside Devon Petersen, who's completed the card on day 1 in Group C. Today was so good for yourself, Devon. Just sum it up in your own words.
Yeah, I think yesterday something clicked, just body posture, just knowing. So there's a lot of elements to the game that I analyze, and you kind of work from grip down and then all the way, and then you just kind of overlook the small details, and the small details what clicked yesterday, and then I just worked on it a bit, and yeah, I'm happy to get through today and play so well.
We've been speaking a lot on commentary about you being in that phase of career where you're rebuilding things. Are you beginning to find little eureka moments now?
Yeah, 100%. The thing is people don't understand that when you're building, it's the results don't matter. It's how you feel on the stage. It's how you build, and just every small win counts. The big thing for me is it's clicked now, and I know that I've worked everything. The mind has always been strong. It's just the body that was the weak point. So once the body gets strong again, then it's a different animal.
Do you think that's one of the key components of having the full week here, where you had that Group A where, look, of course you want to go and win it, but if you don't, it's not a disaster because you've got another group to fall back into, but you can learn things along the way?
Yeah, I mean, Scott's told me before, it's just this is the best practice you can have. It's the professional practice, and it's a big part of why people that play over here, when you're working on your game or you are an aspiring professional, that the more you play here, the more you realize, like, I actually have it. And I'm just happy that Modus invites me all the time, and obviously now I've clicked, and it's going to be the next thing now.
Today you've been particularly solid. There have been super moments where you've taken 2 darts at 90, bang, bang, 96, bang, bang. And as a player, there's nothing that feels better than walking to the ball with 1 dart in your hand when you've done that. It just gives you a lift, doesn't it? And it boosts your confidence. Yeah,
100%. I mean, around the game, that is the crucial points. It's the 110 between the 110 and 90. I mean, those are the legs that you steal, and that can hurt opponents as well because they might have missed the last dart on a 76, and you come, they thinking that there's no way you're going to hit it, and then you steal it. So I mean, as best as I mean, the games that you win outright is good, but the games that you steal is great.
And you've been watching Devon all day in the commentary box. What's pleased you so much about him today?
The fact that he's looked solid, and the fact that you've looked confident about what you're doing. You had a leg there earlier that I thought, oh no, the wheels are going to fall off for his day here. I think it was 4th game, first leg, and you should have had it, and you didn't. And I thought, well, now this is the test. This is the test. Everything could be undone. I think I said it in commentary. If this next leg doesn't go right for Devon, he could undo all the good work that he's done. And we know that's the game, isn't it? It's so frustrating, but we love it because of it just the same.
I think it's the small things, though. It's a big part of how I approach it now. The 501 isn't a full game, or like you say, it's going to unwind. It's just that 501 is done. You've got 4 more 501s to go. So just make sure that the next 3 darts is your best 3. So don't worry about what you've done wrong. Just keep on focusing. And all I've just done is every throw is just reset. So sometimes it goes wrong, and I know that because I've not had time on the practice board to actually kind of almost work out exactly what it is, but I know that I have the framework now, so I'm really excited about this.
You're right. You can't change the history. You can only dictate the future, Devon.
And as a wise man always says, and that's what you are, Scott.
Going into tomorrow, is it a different type of pressure? Because the rest of the group now are going to have that target. You're going to have that target on your back.
I could not care less. I want to go 5 again tomorrow and just make sure that every game that I play is at the level. I mean, when you get eureka moments, like you mentioned before, it's the most important thing is to build on it. So I want to go back. It's not like, I hope I can do the same. All I'm just going to come do is do the same tomorrow and just make sure that the areas that I faulted, I just want to try and improve that by, even if it's 2 or 3%, that is big percentages in my thing. And yeah, I think tomorrow, whatever happens tomorrow is going to be great. But this week has changed, I'm going to say, the career moving forward and my future moving forward.
I get the sense you're in a really happy place with the game right now. I know you're still rebuilding, but there's a massive smile on your face. Things are really beginning to turn in the right direction, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's hard, though. I mean, when you're digging trenches all the time and you're not even building the house, you're just digging trenches. And I know that when I was playing really well, it was very hard to beat when you're scoring and the power scoring. So you know everything is there. I still have my full body. It's not like I've lost a limb or something. So I know that the mind has always been the strong point. It's just know I'm getting better. Just make sure that you improve 1% at a time, 2% at a time. When it all clicks, then it's a change because then the mind hasn't been scarred. It's just the body, and I know that I can recover from that. And yeah, I think, like you say, the confidence, the happiness, it's more the thing that I could have given up, but I didn't, and I just kept on going, and that's the most important thing for me.
I'm going to show you a graphic which I think you're going to like very much. This is the league table following the first day's play. 10 points to your name, 4-point lead overnight from Richard and Brandon, who are in second and third respectively. But is it a case of tomorrow just carrying on, hammering home and get those wins to get you over the line?
Yeah, 100%. I just want to make sure that I give it my all. And I know I'm not going to have a practice now, obviously, because today has been a long day, but I know that tomorrow stepping in, I just know that just positioning correctly, making sure that everything's right, and just doing what I've done today and hopefully kind of improving, because there was areas in my game that where my first start wasn't as comfortable. And then I would have to find it again. And when I do find it, the trebles fly quickly. And my first dot is a key dot. I mean, if you're a power scorer, that's what you want. So, yeah.
Do you think sometimes you overthink it?
100% not. Everybody has this kind of theme that, yeah, you overanalyze. You can't overanalyze. If you building a machine that is there for precision and accuracy and all of these things, you can't tell a golfer that he overanalyzes it. If he knows that his putting this is the stroke. If I repeat that stroke, that's the outcome. If I'm not doing that, then it's not going to get the outcome. You can't just go to a game and you be lucky. Luke Littler knows his game. Michael Van Gogh knows his game. Phil Taylor knows his game. There's a reason why they might not speak as much, but they know exactly if I do this, this is the outcome. And that's all it is.
Well, it's been a fantastic first day. Devon, thank you so much. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a chat about tonight, Scott, just before we let you go, because it's such an intriguing list of players that are involved in tonight's proceedings. Ashley Coleman, Aidan Kirk, Andy Davison, the defending champion Scott Taylor, and Trina Gulliver in there as well. That is littered with big names.
It really is. I mean, Ashley Coleman has done some good things over the last couple of days as well. Aidan Kirk, we all know what Aidan's got to bring to the table. Trina Gulliver, 10-time world champion. And obviously Scott Taylor's been here, seen it, and bought the T-shirt before. I just can't wait for it to get going. I'm such a darts anorak. I love watching darts. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing that tonight.
Well, we're going to get the action underway from 10 o'clock. Devon, thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Well done on your progress today. Scott, see you later on tonight. And we'll see you later on tonight as well on the Super Series YouTube channel from 10 p.m. when the defending champion has a second tilt at retaining his title. But as far as Group C is concerned this afternoon, well, it was Devon that was the big winner. 5 from 5 from him. Bye from us.